Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Mi Panther Pride. What's up, Jesse? How you been, man?
I've been good, man. Still, healing from the Lions loss, but I'm hanging in there.
Right, yeah, that was tough, very tough. And now all of our coaching staff is being stripped away from us, and see what happens in the off season.
We got the man in the behind the wheel, so we'll be all right. I think he'll pick the right people.
I believe so. Between Brad Holmes and Sheila Ford Hamp and Dan Campbell, they'll put a good team together.
They picked them, so they should be able to pick somebody else,
Right. But this is episode 8. We're gonna recap. We're heading into what we're calling week 2 of this season's schedule, the team we're facing. And we're just going to look back at last season. And the most recent game would be the playoff game, conference championship game. We're going to talk about that and a few other things.
It's the Birmingham Stallions, by the way.
Yeah, Birmingham Stallions. My bad. So.
All right. Well, I mean, as you said, it was our loss and one of many to the Stallions for the inaugural season of the UFL. But the conference championships, I mean, we've visited it, we've all watched it. I mean, Panthers lost.
Yeah.
For the second week in a row.
3 out of our 4 losses
came
from this team last year.
Yeah, man. So what was it? 31-18.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll look up the box score and discuss this. Yeah, 31-18. You know, it just was not in Michigan's favor.
No.
We did possess the ball more than them.
We did, but I mean, we kept throwing it to them. I mean, they did too. I mean, we'll get to the turnovers, but I mean, we had productive offense, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. I mean, 4.3 yards per play. I don't know if that was too productive. But, I mean, 6.9 is not too much better either.
No. Well, I mean, they had the ball. I mean, they knew they had to slow down the Stallions. I mean, after playing them the previous week, so they were trying to wind the clock down, which I don't mind.
And we lost Bryce Perkins the week before too.
Yep.
I think that would have helped us out a lot with his mobility. I know we talk about it a lot on this channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're really looking forward to seeing him play this year.
I'm hoping he stays healthy.
So,
but yeah, man. I mean, this game was tough. Like I said, yeah. Look at that. Total yards pass.
Look at that. They were both 30 for 19.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But they must have been picking up more after the catch than us.
Oh yeah. And or just catching it in the end. They had remember that the touchdown to seal the deal when you're just holding the ball over our heads.
Yeah.
That was devastating, man.
Terrible. Yeah, like we said in a previous episode, we need to at least split them during the regular season.
We need to sweep at this point, man. They swept us for 3.
I would like that. I would prefer that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go 3 for 3 again, or 3 for 3.
Yeah, just reverse
it again, but for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat us up. Their rushing game was a little bit better than ours.
I mean, 24-19.
Yeah.
Attempts. Yeah.
They were averaging about 2 more yards per play.
Piece de resistance. The third quarter was wild, man.
Yeah. Nothing but turnovers.
Yeah. It was almost at one point, I think there was 3 interceptions in like 5 plays or something ridiculous like that. It was like they were getting tired from running back and forth on and off the field, man.
That's crazy. It was just so much. So much. What do we got next to discuss?
All right. So, I mean, next we're really just talking about the QB situation that they got. So
Yeah.
right now, for last season, this is obviously last season's stats. So, I mean, look at the pass percentage. But the thing that we talk about a lot is the legs of our quarterbacks. I mean, they have possibly the best quarterback legs in the league in Adrian Martinez. Well, hopefully ours are going to be better, but
Right. That's if Martinez does return this year. Like we said, these are stats from last year.
right. Right now, he is. Who's he with?
The Jets, I believe,
Jets.
with Aaron Glenn.
Yep. He's playing a stint, so he's still with the Jets. So he's probably in meeting his new head coach, hoping he goes back. But so he should be returning. I mean, it's on a reserve contract, so. But they still have Matt Corral, who is a very productive quarterback, and then I don't know anything about Jamar Smith. Might be Jamar.
Jamar Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was there last year, but it was Adrian Martinez and Matt Corral. They were battling it out for, that first string spot for, I want to say, like the first 4 games of the season last year. Skip Holtz was rotating them quite a bit.
Right. I mean, you look at their games played 10-6, but you look at the attempts. You know what the rotation was when they were in. It was kind of like a change of pace quarterback, essentially.
Right. Yeah. Do we want to run a little bit more, or do we want to like hang out in the pocket? Get the ball in the air. Nice cup.
Thanks. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was so Jamar Smith. So it looks like he went undrafted in 2020, did a stint with New England. He was in the CFL in 2021, and then he got drafted this year. So, I mean, he's been active. He's been floating around. So obviously staying healthy, staying ready for the league, really.
Right. I mean, I'm not a big Stallions fan, but I do have a card signed by Jamar Smith.
Hey, you're a fan, man.
Yeah. I got plenty more on the way. They'll be here in about like 3 weeks. I think it was like almost 60 cards.
Man, I'm waiting
and a printing plate.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
I know we're talking about it. I'm still waiting on my branded bills. I got a
you got the red. You got the red one, right?
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But yeah, I mean the QB situation. It's like you said, I'm real curious to see if Adrian Martinez makes his way back to the team, which I'm sure. I mean, Stallions fans got to be holding their breath, hoping,
Yeah, hoping. I mean, Matt Corral, he's there, man. Look at his percentages: 58.1. It's right behind Adrian Martinez with that. He just, like you said,
but
you see who got more playing time.
Exactly. Yeah. Look at the attempts, man. Yards. I mean, everything. I mean, he did well when he was in, which is you can't really ask much more. You did well with what you got.
Right. If Adrian doesn't come back, he's definitely going to be the starter, and he's going to get a lot more film out there.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to see a lot more of what Matt Corral can actually do. I mean, they still got some weapons on their team that are coming back.
They do. I mean, speaking of which, let's go into the
rushing attack.
Yeah, exactly. Which is probably one of their only untouched. I think it might be their only untouched.
Position group.
Yep, they got Ricky Person, CJ Maribel.
Yeah,
and Roundtree. Yeah, Maribel. I like Maribel. Make him sound like old Western cow.
Old Maribel. But yeah, I remember Ricky from the games I watched last year, man. He was Ricky Person Jr. He was laying it down.
Mm-hmm.
So was CJ Maribel. Like,
I mean,
they're quick.
Not slouches, but I mean, like we were talking about right before the podcast, look at Adrian, man, leading the whole team.
Yeah, that's crazy. quarterbacks leading the team with rushing.
Like almost doubling, which is
And
wild.
Michigan had the injured quarterback problem last year.
Yeah.
How ironic, right?
Yeah. But I mean, they had a solid rushing. Solid rushing attack. So if you look down here, I mean, look at what they had versus what their opponents had during the games. So I mean, they're getting a lot of production from their attempts, but like we said, a lot of that is from an unsuspecting quarterback position.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens if he like we just said. We'll see what happens if he comes back and if he doesn't come back.
Right. All right. So now, I mean, it just makes sense to head over to the wide receiver room, which is
completely overhauled.
Kind of look from here down to here is pretty much gone.
Yeah, the only people we have coming back between wide receiver and slot receiver at wide receiver is Benjamin Victor. He played all 10 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marlon Williams and Amari Rogers. Amari Rogers was a big name for their team last year.
Oh yeah, I mean he catches a lot of passes. He's like their blanket receiver essentially, safety blanket for whatever quarterback they happen to have in at the time.
Yeah, and then I mean it's a tight end, but we can't not talk about him. I know you're excited to talk about him.
I know, dude. Sternberger. I hate where he is. I wish we got him. I mean, I even was excited when he re-signed, but that guy's a beast, man, for the league. He's got a good name. He's got a good vibe, and he's out there just doing his thing. I mean,
doing his thing.
Led the team, man. Led the team. Like they got a quarterback leading their rushing and a tight end leading their receiving. It's wild. Well, they're trying to flip it around clearly because they got if they've had some signings. So they got Davion Davis, Jalen Camp, Joseph Nagata, Tyron Billy Johnson. That might be. We're gonna have to do an episode where we do like name rankings for this league. I swear,
man.
We're getting some good ones, dude.
Billy Johnson.
Johnson. That's awesome. So that's rounds out their wide receivers, and they got Shy Smith, Cade Johnson. Those are their additions for slot receiver. Yep. So it's gonna look a lot different there. So we don't really have much to talk about because finding film on the UFL, let alone
all these other new signings,
these new additions.
It's so hard, man.
It's rough, which I'm sure we'll get clips coming out when camp and stuff happens. But right now it's all kind of unknowns.
Yeah, we're also working on ways to get some more media.
Yes, more official media that we can share, so we have more visuals for you guys, which would help us to move the show along and probably keep you guys wanting to watch because we wish you had more than just these stats from. Brought to you by theufl.com.
Yes.
All right, so we got the wide receiver core. What do you think about this defense?
Yeah, it's more like we were talking about before, man. It's more than just like a revamped defense and a revamped wide receiver core. Like I'm looking at our sheet here that's provided by Nick Thorne and from PFN, and there's so many new signings. Like over half the team is new. So Skip Holtz is going to have his work cut out for him, I believe. Trying to get all these new guys to gel together in a pretty short amount of time. Because I forgot the exact date, but training camp's going to be starting next month.
Yes, it's coming quick, man. And a lot of these guys are coming from I don't know where. So
right.
Yeah, they like you said, he's got a quick turnaround for a lot of names. I mean, just wide receivers, what we said we have 7. I mean, you look at just like you were noting too, their edge defenders. I mean, they got 4 names there. They got 3 names at safety. So they got a lot of new faces, new names. I want you to pronounce our other name candidate.
Oh, Quintara's Knight.
Yeah, Quintara's Knight. QWUANTREZZ Knight. Spelled commonly for night. That is awesome.
You think he went by Trez?
I would.
Trez Knight.
Trez Knight. He's gotta go get knighted, man.
Oh, there's another one. Rashad Wild Goose.
Wild. Oh man, I missed him. Little cornerback with Steven. We got Gilmore and Wild Goose out there on the field. Yeah, it's official. I'm gonna start writing these down. We're gonna have to put votes out. I'm gonna have to do like a bracket and have people vote on the names.
Yeah, we'll have a playoff bracket.
Yeah, playoff bracket. Yeah, as soon as the season comes in, UFL season 2, best names.
The best name in the league.
Yep. All right. So I mean, like we talked about, we played them 3 times last season. They beat us in all 3. They took away our playoff run. They sent us home. So we've talked about it.
Yeah.
We just want to put it out there.
Yeah. So we want you guys in the comments to let us know. Are we correct? Is this our rivals? I wholeheartedly believe that the Michigan Panthers have unfinished business with the Stallions.
I do.
They swept us last year, kicked us out of the playoffs. Like, we have unfinished business.
And like we said, they have a lot of new players, new faces that are coming in who don't know what's coming. Our players are bitter after last year, and we're ready to come.
We have a lot of returning players.
Exactly.
And a lot of good returning players. That they want you guys. They want the Stallions.
They want it. And Mike Nolan. So he's
what? We actually get to kick off, it's our home opener against the Stallions.
For the 4th time in 1 calendar year, we've played them.
Yep.
So
that's crazy.
He's going to have the boys ready, man. I'm telling you, especially at home. Like you said, home opener. They might have done that for a reason.
I think so. I'm not going to say I hope. We need to fill Ford Field. Like, we need to get as many people there as that. Is that a Friday game?
That is April 4th. So that is 3 days before my birthday. So you guys better be there. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
April 4th is a Friday, the first of all of our
Ford Field Fridays.
Yep.
So,
and
all of our subscribers, that's our challenge to you.
There. Yeah.
Get to the game. Get to the game.
Yes, sir.
And while we're talking about subscribers, do that thing. Like, share, subscribe. Go follow us on all the socials.
Yep.
Everything's Mi Panther Pride.
Yes, sir. Really, and as always,
buy some W.
I just
got mine today, and I absolutely love it. It is delicious, man.
So put that up to the camera, man. I want to see that. You said it's apple, right?
Yeah, it's apple and their secret sauce.
Apple and secret sauce. That sludge. Yeah. That Dubs.
And I drank it this morning instead of my coffee, instead of buying because at work we have this little vending machine, and you can get canned coffees out of there. And I get the Black Rifle coffees usually every morning, not sponsored. Okay. And they're like $5. It's a bad addiction. So
that sounds like me and the Navy.
And about every serving costs me about $1. Then it's about $1 for water out of the machine. So $2 is a lot better than $5. And I really liked the way I felt off this. It got me going in the morning, and it
Did you
was
sweat or anything? You weren't sweaty? That's my
No,
issue.
it didn't. It wasn't it didn't shoot me up real high and get me super caffeinated or jittery or anything. It was nice and mellow and just kept me going. And I didn't feel like I needed a pop or anything until 1 o'clock. And I started work at 5 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. You get there early, man. I can't wait for my grandpa's denture water to come in, dude.
Yeah, I
Excited
think that's
for
the next one I'm gonna order for sure.
you're gonna have to try it. So we do have an announcement. So if you notice this logo up here.
It's over there for me.
Oh, is it? All right. Well, we're back. We're whatever corner it's in for you. So yeah, go ahead.
We're collaborating with AFN, the Alternative Football Network, and pretty much what they have their own website, and what they do is they look for people like us, small guys that are kind of doing their thing, putting out pretty good content from what we hear. And they reached out and extended the olive branch to us to put us in their group and help promote us and add us to their website and help share our videos. So that's real awesome. Big shout out to AFN for trying to help us grow.
Yeah. Shout out Matthew over there. He's helping us out. Like Loren said, they just are collecting a bunch of alternative football information. So different podcasts that, whether it be UFL or just different alternative things for football. So
Right.
We're hoping we can get on. They have some collaborators for different teams. So we're hoping maybe we can hop on theirs, or they can hop on our show, and we can get you guys some more information from somebody who will have more of a grasp on it than we do, like we do on the Panthers, or so they said.
Right. Yeah. I tried to get us a Stallions content creator today, but unfortunately he was busy. But he said he'll hop on some other time. So
all right. Well, being the rivals that we think they are, I'm sure we'll have more opportunities.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to cover for the show?
No, man. I think that's about it for today.
All right. Yeah.
So,
like we always say, like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the AFN. I'll throw that out one more time. So it's at the official AFN. That's on Twitter. But like, we got they have a website, Alternative Football.
Yeah, they're on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, all of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Matt's more connected than we are. So
yeah, like we said, don't forget to check out some Dubby. We got the link in the description. So I think that's about it for today, Jesse.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
All right, man. And as always, Panthers fans, let's hunt.